a stimulator implant surgery. This is post-op day number 9. So anyway, the reason I'm doing this video is to kind of explain to someone out there, maybe they have more than the average person, maybe they have a connective tissue disorder, autoimmune disease, and there's a lot more plays into deciding whether you want to have a electronic stimulator device implanted in your body permanently for pain control because of the healing. It's an entirely different process. The healing process, the side effects, the medications, you know, the success rate, everything changes. So I'm in a different category. So I thought maybe I'd put this video out here to help anyone who might be considering. I have a condition called Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which is EDS for short. It's a collagen disorder. It's a rare disorder, but it's becoming more known about. So EDS, the connective tissue, you know, I have problems with the healing process, joint pain. So I say all that to tell you that my going through this surgery may be different than a lot of these videos on YouTube I've been watching, and you know, they're up after day 5 and they've got their makeup on and they're sitting up, and I'm thinking, whoo, it took me a lot of energy just to get to this point. I got a shower, I just put my makeup on, I just put no mascara. I said this is enough, you know, because the pain is pretty exhausting for me. So I have probably a lot tougher time healing than most people. I know I do. It takes me quite a long time to heal from most surgeries because of the healing process taking so long. My body gets traumatized. So it literally, the doctors will say, how you feel? Are you feeling better? When most people would say after a couple weeks, I'm feeling better, or you know, at least in the incision sites. But for me, I could feel a lot worse for a long time. I did the trial and I had about, my pain, it was located more in my SI, buttocks region, and then down the thighs, on the outer thighs and the hips, the circumference of both hips, bilateral pain that went down to my upper thighs and the outer thighs, real burning nerve pain. So when they did the trial, it wasn't like a immediate pain relief, but I did notice that I was able to sit and not feel this pain in my SI that would just send radiating pain, even more than what I already had on the outer hips. So the outer hips still burned, but it was worth it because, I mean, to go forward with it, because I got some relief. And when you're living in a constant state of pain, and you've tried everything, you will try whatever you can. So I think it's really important to take the time to talk to your anesthesiologist, which you do before you go into surgery. Generally, they'll call you, you can call them. Mine actually called me and gave me a cell number in case I'd forgotten something I talked about after a half-hour conversation about mast cell and how I metabolize medications and everything. He went through the whole process, and it really paid off, because after my surgery, I felt like I never had after surgery before. The side effects were just none, really. I mean, I had pain, but even then, you know, he had that all covered too. So I was surprised. I was in a lot of pain. The incisions, I've got two, I shouldn't be sitting up like this. I've got 2 incisions. One is right behind, it's just to the side, and right behind where my glutes would be. But right behind there, sort of to on the right side of my above my waistband. And there's also one where my bra line would be. Mostly the uncomfortable part is the stitches, you know, and then the healing part happens, but the staples are just like, oh, you just want get them out of there. But we're gonna do that in about 3 days. Day 3, it was like, it was really sore. You know, the muscles were really sore around. I noticed I can't sit up for very long because my upper back just gets exhausted and it starts aching and kind of spasming in the muscle areas. Like right now it's starting to do, so I'm gonna cut this shorter. But so a lot of rest. You know, you're not supposed to be bending, you're not supposed to be lifting more than maybe a half a gallon you know, of juice or water. Anything that's more than maybe half, like a 5, I don't know, I'd say for me it just feels like a big tall glass of water is too much to carry, especially if you're not on the right angle. But you don't want to be twisting, you don't want to be bending, because you want those wires to stay in place. And so the longer you stay still, the better it is. I mean, I'm not going to be driving. You know, just even things that you would think of bending over to take a shower, wash your legs and things, you have to use more of your upper legs, you know, to bend downward and not be bending, squatting, twisting. And, you know, laying in bed is difficult. Sleeping at night is very difficult because the pain tends to be worse for me in the evening. And the pain is really high at night for me. And so what I do is I have some ibuprofen cream. I've got some arnica cream that I rub on my muscles, being very careful not to get any near the incision sites. But they have me putting on some of this. Oh, here I go reaching like I just said not to. It's a very messy bottle, but it's, you know, antiseptic you put on. And then also they have me taking some sort of strong antibiotic, which I just finished today. Inflammation is the biggest pain causer, you know, and so ice is great for the first day or two. Ice is really good for the pain. See, the way that I take my mind off things is I stay busy. And so if I can't drive, can't do the laundry, can't cook, can't bend over, clean the dishwasher, do anything, I get pretty bored, so then I'm thinking about the pain more. So I decide to whip this video out. What this does is it doesn't heal you or it doesn't fix the problem. What it does is it blocks the pain signal and kind of tricks your brain into blocking the pain. And it's such a high frequency pain that they make them now that you don't even feel anything. You don't feel, when I put the trial on, they do turn it on and see if you can feel like it feels like a bzzz, you know, sort of a, like when your foot falls asleep kind of feeling, or like you can kind of feel it tingling, but it doesn't hurt at all. And so you tell them where you feel it, and then they say, okay, can you feel it here, and they get it to where they want you to feel it, and then they set it, and then that's the trial. And then like with this, now I went in like 7 days after I had the surgery, and I asked, they turned on the unit, because at first your body needs time to heal, so you go home with it turned really low or not even on, I don't think. So on day 7 they turned it on and I could feel it, and he said that's great, because a lot of times people don't feel it as well as you have, but you felt it right away, so this is a good sign. And then the surgeon also said that, you know, maybe it should be a pretty good success for me, because he said the surgery went really well. As far as the pain level goes, I'll keep you posted, but like I said, don't compare yourself to me for the pain. But I can also show you, I'll show some video or some pictures of the incision. It doesn't look very good, but kind of cool at the same time. You know, I've already got a couple of the scars, and I'm not one of those who are like, oh, I don't want scars. I'm like, yeah, bring it on. We'll just make tattoos out of them or something. Link them all together like I thought. I know for my back I could do like a little train track of some sort that leads somewhere. And I will get back to you as soon as I can when I'm feeling better and give you some more updates. Okay? Thank you. Bye.